What's up, everybody? What's up? Once I see y'all get up in here, start talking at that point. It's just a new format. It seems to be working for me too. Just wait for people to come in because people don't rewatch lives a lot of times. Y'all check that out. Like if you made, I had a live maybe 2 days ago. I had 101 people or something like that in it. Okay, that's cool. That's technically 100 plus minutes, which is an hour and some change. Right? Okay. I ain't mad at that. You know what I'm saying? Almost 2 hours, not really, but okay. I can live with that, you know. As far as the amount of time people spend checking you out, dipping in, dipping out like they gonna do anyway. But then as far as people watching later, once it's posted, they don't really watch it. They watch when it's happening. Oh my goodness, today, what is going on though? I'm so freaking sleepy. I think I gotta start naming the video before I start. I think that'll help bring people in because YouTube is all about what is the video about. And even though it's listening to me now, trying to figure out, well, what's this video about? Well, I don't know yet because I ain't got my people in here yet. When they get them in here, I'll get my idea. I got a general idea of what I want to talk about. But shooting the breeze, how about that? Catching up. Cloudy day in Georgia. The effect that has on you feeling tired. Not to mention sleep fatigue and eye fatigue. Whew. Yeah, I think, what's up, y'all? Welcome, welcome. So I was just saying, like, today is real cloudy out here in the metro area. Again, I'm Joseph R. Wheeler III, artist, founder, president of the ONYXCON Foundation. And it's the kind of day, y'all, it just makes you want to be asleep. Because I think the other part is, I need to rest my eyes. Look at this. Way too much. Being a content creator, being a and all the other words, you're always on. You're always on. I look at my screen time. It's crazy. It is crazy. And it's only because I want it so bad. I want to get this thing monetized. I want to achieve that. It's like, it's become like getting a degree at this point. It's like literally like getting a college degree. Except it's more like a master's degree because of how many years have been put into this thing. obsessed with it. Like I have to get it, have to get it. And once I achieve it, it'll be all right. Everything will be good. But I gotta get to that goal. I've got to at least see what it is to have monetization. For me, for the channel I built, because I got tons of content, and y'all are watching. Y'all are, here and there watching. I did another review with ChatGPT where I put in my numbers and say, okay, when will I get monetized? And it always tells me the same thing. At this time in history, as many times I've done that, it's pretty obvious what it's going to be. It keeps saying you got to get people to watch the longer content, and it said even just one video that's in longer format than shorts could make all the difference. Now that could be a live or that could be an edited piece of content, but either way, that's what's going to do it. It keeps saying like translation. If you rely on shorts, yeah, you get numbers, but it's going to take so much longer. It could end up being months, years. I mean, like, what do you want? Do you want to just keep worrying about that, or you want to get it? That's what it basically telling me. And I'm like, damn. And it's heartbreaking because it's like you see results when you do shorts. So I still do them, and it's not saying don't do them because it does bring. That's what's getting people to subscribe. I get people to subscribe from lives and from shorts, but you need them to watch and like and share and watch the longer videos. And what really messes with your head is when you see other people bragging about how quick it happened for them. Like I saw a video the other night. I said, "You gotta be kidding me!" The thumbnail got me. I ain't gonna. It wasn't the thumbnail. Not the thumbnail didn't get me. The title got me. It was an older white gentleman who had to be early 70s, mid 70s, maybe even 80s. I don't know. He was an old dude, and you know, kind of a chubby guy, whatever, and just. I'm saying all this to give you a description of, he wasn't young. He wasn't muscular, studly guy thing. Any of the things that would typically attract a lot of our audience. You know, I mean, you think about people like I Show Speed. He's 21 years old. He's muscular. He's charming. He's silly. He's handsome. He's got a lot of things that go for getting virility, getting people to go viral on a video and liking whatever he's doing, even when he ain't doing nothing but goofing off. Right? I was watching his video in Dominican Republic, and shout out to all the Caribbean nations that he's covered. I mean, it's amazing journeys that he's taking, and an amazing amount of people's lives he's affecting with the way he's moving. But for somebody my age and my tolerance level for the silly factor and being the main ingredient, that part gets tired. I do like seeing the masquerades and the parades and when he's walking through and somebody shows him something cultural with the music or the food. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm about all that in my own content. I love that. That's what time it is. Yeah, give me more of that. But you got to put it with all this extra silly, extra random. I mean, the randomness is absurd, actually. Um, but that's what's branded him. That's what made him what he is. And he on the WWE. He's on this brand and that brand and got this endorsement and that endorsement. I'm sure he's getting movie deals, and I know we're gonna start seeing him in movies and shows. And he's a very talented kid. I mean, I'm not dissing or as young folk want to take our words from our generation and act like they invented it. I'm not hating. It ain't about hate. It's about just being honest and analytical about the. It's like it's edutainment, but it's mixed with buffoonery. I do straight up edutainment, straight up edutainment. And for the silly side, I can be silly, but to go to the level of absolute buffoonery, I'm like, nah, we're not crossing that line for nobody. And I don't care who feels some kind of way about it. I think that's a shame when you got to play yourself like that to get an audience. I just refuse. So going back to contrast that with knowing what his success is, the millions he has, right? 54 million subscribers. Good gosh, what the hell? and he reached 1.5 million viewing at the moment. At one moment when he was in DR, he had like 1 million people on the stream. First time he had ever done that. He was like, I got a number, but I've never hit 1 million during a stream watching all at once. Millions of followers, but that don't mean they all, 1 million of them are watching. 1 million plus, 1.5. Damn, man, shit. Good gracious. So I was saying, like, in contrast, like with this older white guy on his video title, he said, monetized in 2 weeks. I said, wait a minute now. You mean like you started the channel and literally it monetized in 2 weeks? Or are you saying you've been online for a long time and then you really did something noticeable and within 2 weeks those videos got your channel monetized? I'm going to explain how and why and all that. But the most of the video, which typical YouTuber stuff, what we do to drag you along and hope you stick around to see what the main thing is you came in for. He was explaining his process. He was explaining the equipment he uses, how simple it is. He doesn't have a lot of fancy stuff, but with the little bit he does, he's been able to make a lot of great videos. He talked about how he had a list and a plan. I'm gonna make 10 videos, and it took a while to even decide to even have a channel. And then, so it's like it was really like YouTube for oaks. That's really what it was. It was like if you're a senior, if you're retired and you want to try this, here's the game plan to how to start doing it. That's what the video really was. And if he ever said how he got to monetization in 2 weeks, I sure as hell wasn't about to watch an hour worth of him explaining his cameras and how simple his